Welcome to Connected Media Live at NAB Show. I'm Bridget Nzeku and I'm joined by David Ross, CEO of Ross Video. Thank you very much for joining us. First of all, let me congratulate you on your 40th anniversary.
Thank you.
What developments have there been at Ross Video recently?
Wow. Certainly in the last 5 years, we bought 10 companies, and in the last 12 months, we bought 4 companies. So we've been extremely busy at Ross.
You're expanding really, really quickly.
Yes, we are.
More acquisitions, or are you just consolidating now? What's next?
Oh, what's next? I think what we want to be able to do is maybe take a bit of a breather, because I want to make sure that all the acquisitions we've done translate perfectly into well-integrated solutions for our customers.
What do you think the most important themes have been at NAB this year? Because a lot of people are talking to us about Ultra HD and 4K.
That's right.
Would you say those are the main topics?
I think there's that, and also the challenges of a declining viewership, perhaps in television, and how do we produce for things like the internet for second screens, for the dot channels and things like that. Mm-hmm. And so Ross has been working very, very hard solving both of those types of problems. It's interesting because on one side they're trying to go up in the resolution and have higher tech products, and on the other side they need to spend less money on the productions. So at Ross, on the 4K side of things, our very, very popular carbonate production switchers, we just announced that they're getting free software upgrades to 3 gigabits a second, 1080p. Mm-hmm. When you have 3 gig, that means you can do quad link and go straight to 4K. So suddenly for free, our customers, our 2,000 Carbonate customers out there, are suddenly able to do 4K productions just with a software upgrade. That's pretty cool. We also launched a new Acuity line of production switchers, which is our top of the line, and those are 3 gigabit right out of the box as well, and we're showing 4K production on our booth on that.
So lots of developments, and I
Yes.
understand too that you've moved beyond manufacturing TV equipment, and now you make programs.
That's right.
Has this been done before?
I don't think that any manufacturer at NAB has ever done this before.
What kind of programs and how many and what territories are you in?
Sure. What we started is a company called Ross Mobile Productions, and it's targeted everything from high school to college to university and sports and other types of live events. Mm-hmm. So we are a full service packager, which means that if you want 30 games of women's basketball, we will give you 30 games of women's basketball with all the camera operators. We built the truck and designed all the equipment, mm-hmm. and get the scripts, get the creatives together, and the end result is we just give you 30 games of women's basketball. Mm-hmm. That simple.
We're here at Connected Media Live, which has doubled in size since last year. These technologies are critical to this sector.
That's right.
And represent the future. But it poses a lot of challenges too. What would you say are the most important challenges facing customers now?
I think one of the biggest challenges, which is the same challenge as ever, is being able to do more for less. Mm-hmm. And so with a lot of the productions that people want to be able to do now are things like a lot of them are just outside broadcast type productions. For example, you have a lot of television stations now that are saying they don't want to just rebroadcast a syndicated show or something like that, because they pay for that and they don't get all the advertising out of the deal. Mm-hmm. Why not do things like covering local sports instead? Well, you can't take a 53-foot truck and cover a high school game or a small college game. So what Ross is able to provide for something like that is being able to provide, a much more cost-effective solution for being able to produce those games. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Then the interesting thing is, because we're also a manufacturer, we're taking all of our designs for those trucks and we created something called Open Truck, and are making them available to all of our customers worldwide to duplicate the business practices that Ross has now been suddenly very successful with. Mm-hmm. And we're working with systems integrators to build open trucks that are carbon copies of this truck around the world, with crewing and staffing initiatives to make sure that everybody knows how to do it and staff the productions. I expect over the next year that you might see anywhere from 50 to 100 open trucks hit the road. It's going to be very, very interesting.
So you're pioneering in many ways.
Yeah.
What other market developments might we see by NAB 2015?
By 2015? Mm-hmm. Oh, more of the same.
Market predictions, please.
Market predictions. I think you're going to start to see the very first 4K single link 60 hertz production equipment start to become available, starting with things like DAs and infrastructure type products. And I think you're going to see the cost of production equipment and doing productions continue to drop. To fall, which is just in line, just in time as well, with the need for being able to ever do more with less.
David Ross, thank you very much for talking to us.
My pleasure. Thanks for having me here.